Welcome to World According To, an IMTS original series. Over the next few minutes, we'll speak to Mr. Nobuyuki Ashida, President of MISUMI USA. We'll explore his journey in manufacturing, his vision for the future, and how MISUMI is enabling smarter, faster, more flexible factories across the United States and beyond. Mr. Ashida, thank you for joining us today. So let's get started with your story. What was it that really made you realize that manufacturing was your destiny?
I always interested in manufacturing because manufacturing is everything that makes what we need, what human needs. So manufacturing is really important for human life. The world was changing to more like digital side, and when they are shifting to the digital, they struggle to change. And the MISUMI was very attractive, 18 years ago. Very small company, very successful, and also they are trying to do a lot of new things. It's been a great journey for the last 18 years.
Was there an individual, a mentor, a person along that journey that really impacted you and sort of changed your outlook?
I read a lot of books when I was little, and I was born and raised in Japan, and close to Osaka, which is we call it merchant kind of a city. And founders of the Panasonic, his name is Matsushita, Konosuke Matsushita, almost 100 years ago. His management style was very interesting. He trusted the people, and he delegated the people, and he motivated the people, and he created a team to create the foundations of the companies in the early 90s. And that was such a motivation for me to learn. So I think leadership is totally different job than that of the management job.
What would be the boldest risk that you took, and what did you learn from that risk?
When I was 30, I had the opportunity to take the president positions first time in my career. And CEO told me, you have 2 years and you have to make the company successful. And I don't know what to do. I have to learn on the floor what are the core issues and what's going on. I have to learn from the people. And, we took a lot of risks because we see a great opportunity. I set up super short production process. I spent a lot of money and we did not making any money whatsoever. I was getting a lot of pressure from the board member. You're spending a lot of money, you're not successful. And after second years, we started to do a lot of promotions, and the customers started to see what MISUMI could offer, and we started to make a great profit. That was a great lesson to me that you have to take a risks.
What's the culture at MISUMI, and how is the culture a part of the success?
Culture of MISUMI is, of course, it's a nimble, flexible. We encourage people to take the risks. And it's okay to make mistakes, and it's okay to fail. We have to nurture the next generation of the leaderships. I think a human comes first. We have to make an effort to give them more opportunities, and we have to trust them. And I think MISUMI's culture is like that, I think. Every time I deal with the partners, suppliers, and the customers, I try to be open and honest about me, my mistakes, and a little bit of my success. And the customer may like us, may not like us, but at least as long as we have a partner who understands the MISUMI cultures, and he or she vested for the future with MISUMI, they become long-term partners.
So looking ahead, how do you see manufacturing evolving, say, over the next decade?
Well, it's going to be a lot of changes. I think it's going to be a lot less people on the manufacturing floor, per se, because you see AIs and it's a lot of technologies, automations, you name it. It's going to be a totally different, not only here in the States, but also in Japan, China, rest of the world. And I think technology is a key for any manufacturer to be successful. And I think AI is going to change the way the manufacturing industry evolves. And that's going to give a huge advantage to any of the manufacturers, whether it's productivities, whether it's qualities, whether it's preventive maintenance and stuff like that. So I think the key is more like a data, and also key is how people is going to use the AIs technology for their floors or innovations.
So what's the direct impact on MISUMI? How does that impact your products and services?
Oh yeah, it's going to be a huge impact. And for example, MISUMI offers what we call the on-demand manufacturing. So which is kind of rapid kind of manufacturing offering to the customers. We accept the customer's drawing to our system, and we have parameters within the systems, and we can give the customers instant quotations within the minutes. And we can even produce such customers very specific product to our manufacturing capabilities.
I know there's been some acquisitions like Fictive. Can you talk a little bit about how those acquisitions have impacted or evolved your business?
And the MISUMI product tend to be a little bit more smaller, simple shapes, but Fictive, they focus on the, for example, robotics and the space and much more complex product.
Looking bigger picture, can you talk a little bit about what markets might be growing for you and creating opportunities for manufacturing?
Humanoid robotics, it's going to be a future not only here in the States, but also for the rest of the world. Because, definitely manufacturing floor is going to be different 5 years, 10 years down the road. Space industry is very interesting. So SpaceX is our customers. And they are buying our product continuously, and they will continue to offer more product. And the robotics, we talk about it. And the EVs, I'm sure it's going to come back eventually, a little bit more than that of today. And the semiconductor is another industry. It's very important for the United States. Of course, there's always a gap, sometimes a product gap, service gap, and so on and so forth. And we always offer the product they need.
Can you talk a little bit about the value of IMTS to your business?
IMTS, I see it today, and also the future is going to be different. I think you want to talk about more of AIs and the technologies and the data and the innovations and so on and so forth. MISUMI sponsored some of the robotics clubs, and we do a lot of investments to universities here. And I think it's very important to nurture our young engineers. And I think when it comes to IMTS, we would like to exhibit what we can do for the future generation of the engineers.
So, the world, according to Nobu Ashida, is?
World, according to Nobu Ashida, is human-centric innovation. This empowers team to experiment boldly and learn quickly.
Our sincere thanks to Mr. Ashida and the MISUMI team for welcoming us and sharing their story. For more perspectives from manufacturing leaders, stay tuned right here on IMTS Plus.